Welcome back to a small update. Got a couple of bits. Got a brake master cylinder, Nissan. It's a 14mm one. Looks quite nice with a black lever. They do come with a silver one, and some handlebars. I have already built one up. They're quite expensive, these handlebars, but they're going to work exactly how I want them. Got quite a neat design with a spline, so you can get a bit of adjustment. Quite trick, really. A bit on the expensive side though. So they'll fit with the upper CB250RS top yoke. I'm going to slide the forks down a little bit. It'll just make it a little nicer riding position, not quite as aggressive. You know, back's not the best as it used to be. So I'm going to build them up, put the switches back on, put the new master cylinder on. A long way off final fit, so I'll worry about getting them bang on when it's time. These top caps are really designed for the early CB250N. Had a pressed steel top yoke. And this is a later setup, or later lower yoke. I do have the later top yoke somewhere. Anyway, the caps are different for the later version yoke setup, so I'm going to try and get a set of them. Brake master cylinder. It's quite nice. It's going to keep the reservoir at a straight angle like it should be for these type of bars. It's really nice. 14mm, which is the same as the original one to the bike. I don't like it's for a mirror, but I don't seem to be able to buy one that doesn't incorporate that, so I'm not over keen on that, but it's quite nice. So see how the tank sits straight like it should be. If I was to use the original master cylinder, it'd be like that. The original one uses a square tank. It's quite nice this, I really do like it. Black lever for the opposite side. I'm going to use the original switch gear. I don't really like these, you know, where you use the 2 buttons with a moto gadget. I prefer switch gear. I'll hardly ever use it, and if I was to use like 2 buttons this side and 2 buttons that side, trying to remember the combination for it, you know, you don't want to have to keep reminding yourself every time you want to go for a ride. I've also got a new grip for this side. I'm going to use the genuine Honda ones that are correct for the bike. I don't really like some of these cheap grips that are aimed at the Cafe Racer market, or Cafe Racer as it's now known. I'm going to go with the original grips. I'm going to get another one for this side. I've got one for there, but I'm not going to put it on yet. I've also positioned where I want a rear exhaust silencer bracket to go. I'm not going to be using these. I need to order up the bits that I need to do it, but I have got a little mock-up of what I'm going to do there towards putting strength back to the frame. It's what the footrests are going to go to. This isn't what I'm going to use, by the way, it was just a quick mock-up. Because you need to keep these 3 points tied, otherwise the frame will break. I think that is it. Oh no, I've got hubs. I stripped the wheels down and got the hubs blasted. But I'm not over keen. There's a few bits that I missed. Might be a bit hard to see, but there's a couple of little bits missed where the spokes go. And I might stick to my original plan, which was to do them black, satin black with satin black rims, stainless spokes. But the hubs are all cleaned up. Well, kind of. Like, it missed in there, and you see some of this edge because the brake drum doesn't cover it all the way. You see there. So I might stick to my original plan, which is to go black. I've got bearings for it. I've got new cush drive, genuine Honda ones. They were a pain to get out. I've also managed to source the 2-piston caliper on. I've found it to be only on the 84, which was available in Switzerland, which used a larger disc. I think it's 276. And this caliper, I managed to get the bracket off a CBX because it was the same. If you were to use the 400 version, which you do have that bracket, the disc's smaller. I think it's 256, so I'd rather keep the bigger disc. I just need to get the right disc to go with the caliper. It should have like little, it had small holes going round that section of the disc. The CB750, I think the early 80, 81, 82 used that disc. So I need to source one of them, but I wanted to see if I could get maybe something a little, you know, something maybe by EBC that might have like a later disc where it's floating. But we'll see on that. I have got some brackets that I ordered for the exhaust as well. So one of them's going to go around there, and then when I make what I've done on the other side but make them properly, I'll tie that in there so the exhaust has got some more support, because otherwise it's a bit wobbly on that. So I'll have something that'll tie there, help support the exhaust a bit better. I think that's it really. I've not done anything other on it. I've been a bit lazy. Do need to get on with it though, get it done before we're no longer allowed to buy petrol and I'll never be able to use it.